Another crisis we've got to mention is the agricultural crisis. Food is a big issue for all of us, because we need it to live, and fortunately, it just so happens to be fucking brilliant. Unless you're anorexic. We currently grow food by clearing a huge space of land, killing off the residents and the biodiversity, and then plant one crop there. This is called a monoculture, and as any horticulturist will tell you, anywhere in the world, it's not fucking good. Overlooking the impact that a monoculture has on the environment, there's loads of other factors, like the crops are in the hands of Mother Nature, so bad weather means bad harvest, and a hell of a lot of water is needed. The earth is depleted of nitrogen due to the way we abuse the good earth, and try to force it to produce more food than it can actually produce. Towards the end of the 19th century, we faced a genuine crisis. The soil could no longer feed the crops with the life-giving element nitrogen, and we were about to face a spell of starvation unlike any we'd ever faced before, I think. However, two German chaps, Haber and Bosch, made a nitrogenous fertiliser, which could force nitrogen back into the earth. Now we still use them to this very day. However, they have loads of fucking problems. They create runoff, meaning they get into our water source and pollute it. We also have pesticides sprayed all over our food, which, simply put, is fucking nuts. And there's a gross amount of unnecessary transportation. One medium of growing can totally change all of this.
Aerofarming. No, that's it. I'll leave it in peace. Aerofarming is a...
Have you ever heard of maglev aeroponics? No? Have you ever heard of aeroponics?
Aeroponics? No, what's that?
It's a medium, it's a way of growing food basically, vertically.
Oh yeah, that's what they do with puff, don't they?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how aeroponics.
An aeroponics system. These vertical towers allow her to grow different types of produce in very little space. Since everything is grown inside the climate-controlled greenhouse, seasonality isn't an issue.
We've done that, yeah.
Aeroponics means air labour, when translated from Latin, aeroponic, and basically means food grown suspended in air. This allows the roots to get more exposure to oxygen. It requires no pesticides, far less water, and far less land. This is due to the plants being grown vertically in what are called vertical farms, and are rather similar in appearance to skyscrapers. The plant's growth can be monitored by computers that can administer exactly what the plant needs when it needs it, and we can create the exact environment the plant needs, giving optimum growth. This technology first gained media attention as a good way to grow cannabis and tomatoes, but really made its mark when NASA chose this method of growing as a means to grow potatoes in space for those long old journeys through the universe.
In 1995, the potato was the first food ever grown in orbit, using a technology called aeroponics. Unlike hydroponics, which submerges a portion of the plant in water, aeroponics concentrates a small mist of nutrients onto the plant suspended in air.
The aeroponic spray or mist is delivered to the plants on a timed interval. The interval delivers a 3-second spray that is just like that, and it's over, and that is enough to coat the plant stem and the root system.
The plant doesn't have to fight through layers of dirt, enhancing rapid growth.
The plants being suspended in air, they're able to grow much faster. You can get twice or 3 times the rate of growth here that you would in a greenhouse.
The results are remarkable. Aeroponically grown potatoes require 60% less water, 90% less fertilizers like nitrogen, and 100% less pesticides.
By far, most significantly, aeroponic farming means we can grow incredibly fresh, organic food everywhere and anywhere, including those parts of the earth where people suffer the most. The parts of our home planet where food simply won't grow due to it either being too hot or too cold. Also, there's no need for all that fannying about or getting foods from the opposite side of the globe that we can easily grow 5 seconds away from the kitchen. And we're still growing soil, good lord yes. In fact more so, and to a far better degree due to better education on the matter. As I was once told, and very wisely so, if you want to know something truly rewarding and magical, plant a garden. However, certain food items get their significant features from the region they are grown in, such as the lemons from the Amalfi Coast or lemongrass from Thailand. But even obtaining these items doesn't mean guzzling gallons of fuel to get to and from the other side of the planet, thanks to a form of transportation called maglev.
Stands for magnetically levitating trains.